Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, hi, my name is Zainab. I'm a Lagos-based YouTuber, and today's video I'll be sharing with you how motherhood has changed my life. I also want to know if you are a mother, how has motherhood changed your own life? Please let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, please do so now. It is better to watch my videos in chronological order because I keep going back to what I've said in my previous video, so that you don't ask questions. Please watch my other videos. So without further ado, let's get started. Motherhood is a very beautiful yet very challenging life experience. Becoming a mother is very challenging. If it's something that you are not ready for, please don't do it. I'm sorry, but please don't do it. This is not to bash anything or make anything seem scary, but excuse me, if you don't have a good support system, a good and supporting partner, please don't. Well, I know some people might beg to differ, but seriously, do become a mother with someone that is ready to support you, and try as much as possible, if you have the means, to have people around you, people that genuinely love you, because motherhood is very challenging. The reward or the beautiful part is that you get to see, like, oh, this is my son, or this is my daughter, or these are my children. I love how they are growing, how, like, the whole joy, the whole beauty and everything. But if you are not careful, or if you are not how will I say, if you are not careful, you will lose yourself in the process of becoming a mother. And it's not, being a mother is not just, okay, I gave birth and that's it. It's still, I think it's something like forever, until maybe old age, when your children are no more with you, and even still till then they are still like in your head. So if, when you are ready, be ready, like, be ready financially, emotionally, physically, everything. Like, do not just jump to becoming a mother because everybody is doing it. It's not a thing of fashion. It's not a thing of fashion. The very first thing I would like to share with you is, I'm someone that, okay, normally I wouldn't even call myself someone that carries like a lot of fancy bags, because I'm a very practical person. I prefer my big bags, I prefer totes, I prefer big things that can literally put, I can even put a baby inside the bag. So if you are someone that likes carrying, you know, those, is it jacquimos or jacquimos, I don't know the right pronunciation, those tiny bags that literally doesn't fit anything, or just fits a phone and a card, welcome to motherhood, where you have to carry big bags. Even if not big bag, you have to carry probably a backpack and then your own bag, because now you have to, everywhere you go, you have to carry a diaper, you have to carry a flask, especially Nigerians. This is not, I don't know for abroad people, I don't know how they do theirs, but right now I'm in Nigeria. I gave birth in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, and this is how I've lived the past 1 year of my life. If you don't know, I gave birth like almost 10 months now. My baby will be a year soon. Not that I'm a professional or anything about being a mother, but I just want to share my experience with people out there, or with someone out there that is finding it difficult. I want you to know that you are not alone. Like, it's the same with everybody, almost, at least. So if you are someone that likes fashionable bags, that's what I'm trying to say, You can still carry fashionable bags, or you can make yourself a fashionable bag. With the kind of product I saw in the last 1 year or 2 years, when I was trying to buy some things for my baby, and like for the whole motherhood in general, like I saw things that were, like aesthetically a bit pleasing, unlike before, where like things for baby and like they are not fashionable. They are, I don't know how to put them. So you get the gist, because now you have to carry diaper, you have to carry flasks, carry bottles, carry food, carry everything. And then now you can't go out alone without. In Nigeria, we back our babies. I do back my baby, and I also have a carrier. I got a carrier, and I can count on my fingers the number of times I use the carrier. Backing is the way to go. But like, anywhere you are going, apart from carrying those things, now you have to think about how you are going to fit, especially if I use the carrier, because I cannot go out without a wrapper. I don't know if you get. If I use a carrier, I'm also keeping a wrapper in my bag, because I believe that when it gets to a point, a carrier wouldn't do the job anymore. So I see carrier as fashion, or just to enter some places that are, it wouldn't be, doesn't look so nice to carry a baby at your back. So carrying the baby in front of you, I know they might have brainwashed us, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So you have to carry a carrier. I have to put a wrapper, and Yoruba call it oja. I don't know, that the waist one. When you tie the first wrapper, then you tie this other one that you get. So you have to think about that. So in general, number one, you are not alone anymore. You have to carry extra bags. That's by the way. Number two, now I know this might look somehow to you, like that's the least thing on your mind, but I learned this from my mom. My mom never uses any other color of wrapper to back a baby, especially when she was bringing us up. And I learned it from her. Even she, like, it's something she has embedded in my head even before I started like thinking about marriage. She's like, when you want to back your baby, you only use white wrapper, and she has a reason. To her, she said she hates it when she sees someone dresses up, and then like probably you are wearing an Ankara now. If you don't know what Ankara is, please Google it. An Ankara now, and then you have sold it. Then you now pick another fabric entirely to back the baby. Like the whole, I don't know if it was her fashion sense, because I don't know where she got it from, but I agree with her really, because guys, my earring is paining me. I agree with her, because at least so that the little time you get to dress up, now you are now even looking like somebody that they brought out from one bush. So I think it's a tip. She has so many white wrappers for me, and anytime I'm going out, after I'm dressed up, at least white goes with everything basically. So she ends up using the white wrapper and the white oja now. I don't know what oja is in English, I'm sorry. So she ends up using both, so that at least the clothes will still show, and like so that it will match, not basically for fashion, at least so that it will match. And that's what I've been doing, and that's what I always do when I'm going out, especially maybe for parties or occasions. I use white wrapper. I have other colors of wrapper that I use at home, like Ankaras and all. And then she usually gets me this like thick, I don't know, they call it muffler, like those thick pashmina, those very thick one, that like the original pashmina, not those ones that we were using for scarf in the olden days. Those pashmina that they are as wide as this, and they are very thick. She got me those ones too. So sometimes I use those ones, depending, because that one has like a golden shining color, so gold also kind of goes with things. So she got me those ones, and those are the things those are the colors I use with my own clothes to back my baby now. So that's it on backing baby and like the fashionable parts. Like this process of you having to think about somebody else all the time, you have to put that person first. It's crazy. Another thing I would like to share with you that has changed in my life is the fact that if you know me and if you have seen some of my videos, I think I've mentioned it before that I love my sleep. I like sleeping, and not I'm not the person that can sleep off anywhere or just, but my problem is I sleep for long hours, obviously when I add the time. But now, once you have a baby, you practically have a biological alarm, a human alarm. You cannot sleep and wake up whenever you like. Sleeping is even the least in your bucket list. Except if maybe in the early days, like especially when newborns, when they are still at the newborn stage, they don't know more than sleeping, because that's what they do in the tummy, and they still think they are in the tummy, so they are still good, probably just in the midnight when they have to breastfeed. But as time goes on, like their sleep regressions and everything, and then your sleeping pattern is just messed up. Like, you have an alarm. Sometimes when I sleep and forget that I have a baby, my son will literally come and wake you up. Like, he will just do it somehow, and you have to wake up. Even apart, that's even days, this is, I'm talking about now that he's even much more older. When he was younger, like, you have to set the alarm because you have things to do. You have to, when there is no 24/7 light. I'm sorry, we're in Nigeria. I'm not living in a place that there's 24/7 light. Even sometimes if I have 24/7 light, it's not, there are some things that the light cannot do, like using iron, boiling water and all this. So first thing in the morning, I have to make sure that we have water heater in our bathroom. So most time I don't heat water for bathing, but rather for like keeping, so that it will use during the day. So I literally just boil water and pour it in the flask to keep and to last us the whole day. You know, do not those your vacuum, well, if you get original vacuum stainless flask, those olden days kind of flask where it is glass, that is made of glass that is inside those bottles. So basically you have to, what I'm trying to say is that you have to like forfeit your sleep for this new human being that you have created and that you have brought to life. Another thing I would like to share is that slaying or looking good will be the least of your problem. Don't even try to get new clothes or try to get clothes that, oh, when I'm going out, you wouldn't even want to go out. I don't know, but for me, going out was the least of my problems. Like, normally I wasn't even pregnant, I didn't have a baby before. I don't like going out. Now that I have a baby, like, my head is just, please, I beg, as my husband will say, I beg, don't disturb me. Don't, like, you wouldn't want to slay, you wouldn't, you know, like, it's now that I'm even, you know, starting to dress up again and all, like, having a baby, the last thing that will be on your mind will be dressing up. You will only probably be wearing pajamas all day every day. So even if at all you buy clothes, guys, please don't mind me and my scarf today. I don't know what's going on. If you are going to buy any set of things, buy lingerie sets, like up and down, that you can actually change. What my mother did was she sewed this set of gowns for me that they will just, you know, tip it down here and here. I even tore them by the side, like, let's say here, and then I'll try to bring my my breast from the left side or the right side, so that when I'm out or when my brothers are around, I can still breastfeed and don't have to go and hide in a room because I'm breastfeeding. Do you understand? So, like, slaying, looking good will be the least of your problems. Like, you wouldn't want to do any of that, and which is something you used to do before. So I advise you, try hard to pick up yourself, try hard to look out for yourself as you're looking after the baby. If you have someone around and they understand what they are there in your house to do, not some people that will come to your house, when you just delivered and still expect you to cook for them, to care for them, whereas they are there to come and help you. The last thing on your mind was supposed to be anything concerning the house. It's supposed to be them taking care of you. The only thing, you know, all those care, that the only thing you have to do with the baby is breastfeeding the baby. That's the kind of care you need when you just deliver. I hope you are able to get it. It's a very difficult thing these days, but I really hope you are able to get it. You have to constantly remember yourself. You have to remind yourself that you are human too, and that you should think about yourself. So dress nice, look good, you know, find clothes that are easy to put on. You understand? Like I mentioned the other time, those simple clothes, the gowns that we just wear, and you don't have to be doing like this, be dragging anything, or clothes that will make you feel sad. Because now, which takes me to my next point, your body has changed. Your breast is literally as big as this now. Your stomach is still trying excuse me, to go back to where it came from, or still even there. So your body will change, and it might take a while to accept this new body of yours. It might take years. That's why some people go into like postpartum depression and all these things. Like your body will change. If you haven't watched my previous video on pregnancy changes that no one told me about, please watch them now, so that you can see some of the changes I spoke about that could happen in pregnancy. So as I was saying, your body can change, so clothes might not fit anymore. So I would advise, don't even bother to go back to those clothes for the meantime, because it will only make you feel sad. Like, just get some few new clothes, either loungewears that are like way bigger than your size, and lingeries, really lingeries, in short form, in robes, in long form. For me, those were the things I use as lingerie, and they were very easy to wear. It wouldn't rub, especially if you had C-section. You don't have to think about trousers, because those gowns wouldn't even rub on your scar or site of infection site. So did I say infection? Incision. Sorry guys, incision site. Too many things on my head. Why are you a doctor? Incision site. I think why I mentioned infection is that so that it won't cause infection. I remember one day during my service year, the day I was to go and get my letter from my PPA, and I was sitting next to this woman. I think immediately, you know how people look down on coppers. Immediately she saw me, she just, you know, gave me this condescending look, and I didn't mind her. And then I just sat down, and while I was waiting for the medical officer in charge, like in the local government, so she, like, while the discussion was going on, she got to know that I was a doctor, and then she was like, "Oh, you're a doctor." That was not even what the main thing is. The next thing, after a while, she now said, "You are breastfeeding?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a nursing mother." And I felt so embarrassed with that. Let me not talk about the uniform. Like, with my hijab and all, I don't know. I'm just trying to say, to point out the fact that how your body will change. Like, your body will literally change. Like, my breasts were so big, like she could tell, even with the hijab and everything. And I felt so bad. I felt so embarrassed. Like, you might be also feeling that way, but take it easy on yourself. Everything might still go back to place, and it might not. Just try as much as possible to accept this new you and live with it, wing it, get things that till now I've not bought clothes. I've only, maybe, okay, when I was going for conference, I sold like 2 or 3 new gowns, and I've been wearing gowns. Like, even to work, I've been rotating the same set of clothes because my clothes don't fit anymore. I also have a whole set of wardrobe, like new wardrobe that I bought from school, that I was planning to come and wear for house job, and I didn't even wear them. I've not worn them till now. They were not my size then, and they are not still my size now. I'm looking for a way to sell them off, or probably give it out. If you know any way, please let me know. I'm still making research on how to sell off those clothes. They are workwears, so if you need them, let me know in the comment section below, or hit me up on Instagram. Instagram is the closest way to reach out to me or contact me. So another thing I would like you to know is that now you have given birth to this person, you are now responsible for them. You are like they have to, they are in your thoughts every day. Any decision, anything you try to make, anything you try to do, you will always put them first. Like when something happens to them, like your heart literally skips for a second. Like if they are playing and then they want to fall or something, your heart goes like that's the joy, or what, I don't know if it's joy. I don't know where to put this whole motherhood thing. You know, when something is good and bad at the same time. Yeah, so motherhood is like, I don't know, I can't pinpoint it, but alhamdulillah, I'm winging it. I'm getting through, I'm pulling through, that's what I should say, with the help of God, my parents and my husband and my in-laws. I'm doing it, and it's going well. Everybody's doing fine. Motherhood will make you respect and understand women more, or mothers more. Like I thought I knew what a woman, like I knew what a woman was going through, I knew what a mother was going through, but not until I gave birth. You see, that respect, it went like this, like up there, like, because you know you have been through it. So when you see, and when I was pregnant and at work, people will be like, because I told you guys, if you have watched my video, that I wasn't someone that, I didn't want people to pity me when I was pregnant and working. So but a lot of people will be like, how are you doing it, how are you? There's this girl that usually just come, and then she'll be like, okay, after I delivered now and I had to go back for 6 weeks, she came to me and she was like, how are you doing it, like the sleepless night? I'm like, and then, you know, obviously at work you have to come back, like you leave very late and then you come back very early in the morning, and then you have a baby that you're breastfeeding. Probably you just, like, the moment you decide to sleep is when your alarm goes up for your morning prayer. Like you are running on no sleep. She was literally asking me, seriously, how are you coping? That was when I knew that she already had 3 kids before house job, and so she could relate to it. So what I mean is that you will relate. If you see a mother and a child, the child is throwing tantrums outside or in the mall or somewhere, and you can see the mother's frustration, you would understand better. It makes you understand women and mothers more. That was what motherhood will do to you. It's exciting but difficult and exhausting at the same time. So like the mental breakdown sometimes you have, just because now this is your new life, this is your new you don't know, sometimes you don't even know what to do anymore. You just be living life. That's why you see some people, they will tell you that they don't know any other thing than being a mother. Like, and you know, it's not one that you give birth to, especially we women. They usually say we are the ones that we say we don't want to gain, and we're small time when the baby is 6 months now, you're already asking, maybe let's do another one now, let's give a brand second brother or sister now. So what I'm saying is, like, the exhaustion that comes with it is, if you are not careful, you lose yourself. Like, you lose yourself. And being a mother, why some people don't know how to be any other thing than being a mother, is like, It's a never-ending cycle. Once you push that one out and it's safe, you are healthy, the child is healthy, that's how the cycle continues. It just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. By the time you realize that you are getting old, you are like 12-15 years into it, and you already have like 4 kids or 6 kids, depending on how many you have. Let me know in the comment section, how many children would you like to have, if God willing? How many children would you like? For me, I would say, well, I don't know, if God go and dash me twins now, I think that will even be okay. But at the same time, twins comes with a lot of stress, so I don't know. Anything God wants and God thinks that is best for me, is befitting for me, that's what He will do for me and will do for you. Especially if you are someone out there and is trying to conceive and has not been able to conceive. I pray that this video, you will come back under my comment section and testify and give testimony, because this is your year. This 2023 is your year. You give us good news, inshallah. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want me to continue to do more of this, like motherhood talks, sharing my own experience with my little knowledge as a doctor, please let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, share, and please subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video.